We got a little bit of a late jump on things today, but we're back in the mountains today, Banff National Park right now, headed down the Bow Valley Parkway into British Columbia, and it's an absolutely bluebird day, not a cloud in the sky, absolutely beautiful weather. We're cruising towards BC, as I mentioned. We're hoping to see some of these guys on the way. Hopefully some bears, because Jody hasn't seen any bears yet. So the plan, cruise the Bow Valley Parkway, doing some wildlife, like wildlife hunting, doing some wildlife searching. We're doing some wildlife searching for some wildlife, and then heading into Yoho National Park. So let's get cruising. Here, bear, 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 bear. They're not coming out. So we're in Yoho National Park. Yoho is such a cool word. The native people used to use that as like their term of amazement. Like we say wow, they used to go like yoho, and it is impressive in this valley. Yoho National Park is one of my favorite places in the world, and on a day like this, you can't beat it. It's so, so beautiful. Takakkaw Falls is our first stop. It's behind me. It's a place I've visited maybe a dozen times. I kind of shot it a little bit last time I was here, but I didn't get the shot I wanted. So today I'm gonna shoot it. Even though it's still like late afternoon, well, the whole valley is all lit, I should be able to get a cool long exposure photo with some filters. So I got a 6-stop ND and a grad filter on there. That's literally the only thing I'm packing down there, along with Jody. And yeah, so I'm gonna go down there and hopefully get a cool shot. Let's go. Sorry if there's flickering wind noise, but it's really windy, and that's caused me all sorts of havoc. Just because like this mist off this massive waterfall is just pelting the filters as I'm trying to shoot, and it's causing little spots. But I did get my shots, and I'm really happy with them. And it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, because when I was here last, the river was way lower, and I had better foregrounds, but I still got a couple cool shots with this foreground. There's like a rainbow hitting the waterfall right now, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So the image I'm about to show you was shot at f11 and like a little over 1 second with the 6-stop ND filter. And after I show you that image, we're heading back on the road. We're gonna continue down Yoho, heading towards Emerald Lake. I caught a lot of grief a couple of videos ago in my video called Are Photographers Ruining Photography for Photographers? And if you haven't seen it, you can see the video on one of these sides. I caught a lot of grief for that video for kind of like whining about like not having my location, Moraine Lake, anymore as quiet as I had it in the past, just because things are getting busier because of, you know, Instagram and social media and stuff like that. And a lot of the grief I was getting was quite justified, because a lot of people are saying, why are you complaining when you're shooting the same location over and over again? And today, just cruising through Yoho National Park has been such a reminder of how many amazing places there are. I'm just seeing compositions absolutely everywhere. I'm seeing images to shoot absolutely everywhere. And I think it would be so, so good to like spend an entire month back home and shoot a new location every single day, avoiding the classic spots. So maybe at some point in the future, next spring or something like that, I'll do that. Part of the reason why I'm gonna be at a lot of the iconic locations on this trip is because Jody, who's just run to the bathroom, is here for her first time. So I wanna show her like the classic iconic spots. But I appreciate the challenge of trying to find new places to shoot in different places other than the classic Instagrammable shots. And I think there's just a billion photos to be had here. So, yeah. Criticism taken. Oh, Jesus. I thought I was being attacked by a bear, but it was a Ala Jode bear. So criticism taken. Thanks for ruining that take. The criticism's taken well. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Always hold me accountable. And I think right now, Jody and I, who's now no longer getting supper because she did that, we're gonna have dinner. We're just gonna have a picnic right here at the Natural Bridge. The light's already coming down because we're really late because we're going slow because there's way too many cool places to see. So we're gonna have a quick dinner here, picnic dinner, and then we're gonna push on to the Emerald Lake. We're just pulled into Emerald Lake, and I've been here maybe 150 times. I actually used to drive tour bus. There's no tour buses here to show you the ones I drove, but I drove tour bus in the park, and I've been here a bunch of times, but I've never, ever photographed it. So I'm kind of excited. It doesn't look like the light is amazing because it's a lot of blue sky, but there's some clouds creeping in, and I think even without light, this is the type of location that can just be incredible, absolutely beautiful. So the goal right now is to try to find a foreground. The classic look is this cabin here as the foreground or as the subject. Right back there, you can see it probably. The other cool shot I think would be these canoes right here with the reflection. I could probably pull out the gear and shoot that right now. Absolutely beautiful here. So yeah, let's get the gear out and start shooting some stuff. So Emerald Lake is one of the most beautiful places in the entire Rockies, but it's also kind of challenging to photograph just because it's so deep in the mountains. You've got these massive peaks surrounding it, and it kind of cuts off the light quite early. So in a lot of places you get that alpine glow, like you saw in my previous photos, that light that's lighting up the top of the peaks. Here you don't really get it just because the light's blocked off so early, but I have found a composition I really like down here. I'm shooting vertical. I've got the cabin in the background, I've got these canoes in the foreground. My focus is right on the canoes, and I'm shooting f11, and I've got two grad ND filters on. I've got a 3-stop and a 2-stop, making it a 5-stop grad at the top, and that's holding in this awesome, beautiful light that's hitting these clouds at the top. I'm getting a cool reflection, and I'm really stoked at how this is coming up. I've kind of shot this like classic spot. It's time to kind of explore a little bit and see if I can find something a little more unique. Let's go. We didn't walk very far, and I found a spot that I like. If you know my landscape photography and if you watch this channel a lot, you know I talk about foreground, about an anchor all the time, and I love this anchor. There's these rocks in the water here, and it's kind of see-through because it's really shallow, and it's creating this beautiful foreground anchor to like the cabin that's now lit up and the mountain in the background. The only problem is we lost the light. The light's just not punching through. We're not getting any color in the sky. So I think we're gonna wait until it's a little bit darker. There's a little bit more blue hues in the sky, and then this image will just be blue. Blue water, blue sky, blue everything, and hopefully it's cool. So the settings and the setup are basically the same. I've still got 2 grad filters, a 3-stop soft grad and a 2-stop soft grad, and then the 6D shooting on the 16-35. So wish us luck that the light comes out cool. I'm having the absolute best time down here at Emerald Lake. There's really like only 4 or 5 people hanging around. Look at this. Unbelievable, absolutely beautiful. And I got the photo that I liked. I really got a shot I'm really stoked about, with some clouds like moving almost time warpy in the shot. F11, I think it was 20 seconds, with this rock in the foreground in the lodge. And I'm trying something else before I go. 60 seconds, F16. And I just want to see if I can get more movement in these clouds. And it should be done exposing in a second. Or is it done already? There it is. Let's have a look. And that is awesome. I am so stoked with that. This is a different image than I'm used to taking here. And this is what I love about photography in places like the national parks. Even a place iconic like this, or Moraine Lake. You're always gonna have different light. You're always gonna have different clouds, and you're always gonna get different images. No 2 images are gonna be identical. There's always ways to get cool shots. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this image because I am like beyond stoked with it. And I'm gonna call this an episode. I guess we will see you guys tomorrow. We're heading towards Lake Louise and hopefully gonna find some bears.
I hope so.
I'll see you tomorrow. She doesn't ever want to say peace.
Oh, you want me to do the peace thing?
Say it! Peace.